How much will it cost you to create your very own 3D animated short film? Well, in this video, we're going to break down the costs, so stay tuned. Hey friend, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel, the channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. Now, I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, then you probably have a lot of stories in your brain that you want to tell and that you want to share with people. And I'm lucky enough, I have my own streaming platform and I create my own animations for the platform. I write the stories, I create the characters, I produce and animate the stories, and it is just a dream come true. I love my job. And it is one of the most rewarding things to actually take a story idea and to put it into an animation film or a TV series. It is just such a rewarding thing, especially if you then get people watching, in my case, kids watching your shows. And just to give you a little glimpse, a while back, one of my shows on my streaming platform is called Godly Princess, and it is about a little princess who learns to be a godly woman. And so what a few years ago, what happened is we did a mother and daughter event at a church, and all the little girls came dressed up as little princesses to be like the princess character of my series. And I can just be, I'm almost speechless saying this, but it is such a rewarding feeling when you see little kids watching your show. They came dressed up as your character, and it's a feeling I can't explain to you. But one thing that prevents a lot of animators to reach their dream and to tell their stories through animation is money, is funds. How much will it cost you to create your own short film, for example? And that is why I created this video today. We're going to break everything down and we're going to see how much, roughly, give or take, it will cost you to produce your very first animated project. And hopefully it will inspire you to go and start your own project. Now, before I break down the funds, I am currently working on my very own 3D animated full feature film. And if you would love to support me in this project, because it's a very expensive project, I've actually created something, the movie project. And how it works is you sign up. There's two different options that best suit your budget. And basically what I do is I take you almost behind the scenes. It's not like a online course or polished tutorials. It's actually me showing you firsthand how I produce this film. Like, for example, there's some instances where I don't even know what to do. Then I ask the people that signed up their opinion. So it's almost like you are in the production room with me, helping this, or I see how I create this film. And I've got so many great feedback from guys who've signed up, just learning how to create a show. And if you're interested to see how to a 3D animated film is created, in the description box below there's a link. Just click there and sign up, and it's going to be worth your while, and it's also going to help me raise funds to produce this film, because it's quite expensive, because I'm not following the route I'm going to explain today, because one of the most expenses, or the most expensive things, is voiceovers, and I've got 20 characters, and I want to create a professional animation, so I don't want to ask friends and family to do the voiceovers for me. So I also want to get professional musicians to do the music score, the color grading, get a professional to do the color grading, all those things. So I am creating a professional film. So what I'm going to share with you guys today doesn't really apply to what I'm doing. I'm talking about someone who's new to animation or have done animation for a while, but he wants to create his first project, but he's scared. He doesn't know. He doesn't have the funds for it. And that's what today's video is for. So let's start with that. Okay, so let's start off with the software. What software will you use? And by the way, I will put links in the description down below so you can check out everything that I'm mentioning in this video today. Okay, so the first one, you need to write a script. So you need script writing software. So what I use is Kit Scenarist, and it is absolutely free. So you don't have to pay for it. So that is a great software. Like I say, I use it for all my projects and TV shows. So I can highly recommend it. So for storyboarding, you are going to need what I use is Storyboarder. Again, it is a free software. So yeah, so far you haven't spent a single cent. So for storyboarding, you're going to need, or you can use Storyboarder. It's a free software. Then animation and sculpting. Remember, this is for 3D animation. So again, free software is Blender, and it is definitely, it's not a, just because it's free doesn't mean it's not good. Blender is extremely good for animation and also for sculpting and to create your props, etc. It's a great software. You'll be able to do everything you want with Blender as well. And you can also render your final animations as well. So Blender is also free, so you don't need to spend money on animation software. Then you need to do voiceover recording. So I do have my own recording studio, but what you can do is you can go and use Audacity. Audacity is a free software that you can also download. It is not great for mixing, but you're actually going to do your audio mixing in your editing software that I'm going to mention next. So just for voiceover recordings, Audacity is also free, so you can go download that. Then talking about video editing, DaVinci Resolve. Again, there's two options, a free version and a paid version. Everything you get in the paid version, you probably won't need because in animation. So you can go with the free one. I use the free one for my animations. It is great. And what's great about it is the audio side is amazing. So you can do professional mixing of your final audio. So you don't have to export it to another audio mixing software. You can actually mix and get a professional sounding mix inside the software as well. So for video editing and also audio mixing, DaVinci Resolve, and that is, you can use the free one. Then if you want to use mocap, this is something that is, some of you may not want to use mocap. So then this is going to be free. You don't have to worry about that. But if you want to use mocap, there's two options. There's a free option, which is a Rococo Studio. Like I say, it is free, but it is a little bit limited in the sense of it doesn't pick up fingers, and it also doesn't do facial mocap, face capturing. And so, but it is free. So, and why I like this, you don't need a mocap suit. You actually just film your actions and you upload the video, and then it will convert the video to your data, which you can then apply onto your character. So you can use Rococo Studio. It is free, but I use Dollar Mono. And the reason, now the Dollar Mono costs $99 once off, but the reason why I like this software is it does pick up the fingers, and it also does have face capturing. So I'd rather pay the $99 and I can get more accurate capturing, and you can also use it for face capturing. but you can also just upload a video. So you don't need a mocap suit. So it's a lot cheaper because mocap suits aren't cheap. So this is a very affordable way, $99, and you can do face capturing as well as body and hands as well. So I can highly recommend Dollar Mono for mocap. And then finally, you need music and special effects. If you ever do sound design, if you're gonna take a mug and you put it down, you're gonna hear it. So you're gonna need all those sound effects as well. And then artists or artlist.io. You can take the cheap option, is $9.99 per month, and then you can get royalty-free music, sound effects, everything you're gonna need for your animation project, and it's royalty-free. You don't have to worry about licensing, etc. So at the moment, when it comes to software, it will cost you $99 just for dollars mono for mocap, and $9.99 per month for your music and sound effects. Okay, so let's look at hardware. Okay, you're going to need if you're going to do 3D animation, you're going to need a decent computer. Okay, so that is going to be your biggest expense, but I use a cloud PC. For me, it just makes so much more sense. It costs me $7.99. I use Vagon Cloud PC, $7.99 a month, and then you just pay for the usage, and it works out a lot cheaper than have to go and buy a PC. If your PC crashes, you don't lose anything. You can go anywhere. You can lie on the beach as long as you have internet. You can go anywhere and you can work. And the other thing is that, especially with animation, you need, in a year's time, there's a better graphics card that's out, and now you have to purchase that. And then 2 years later, there's a new one out. You always have to keep on upgrading your PC, your graphics card, etc. With this, you don't have to worry about that at all. You've got a PC, it's a cloud PC, and you can use it on any PC. You just log in and your work is there. So that for me is a no-brainer. It's a lot cheaper this way. So a cloud PC, $7.99 a month. Then if you want just more accurate face capturing when you use dollars mono, then I will highly recommend a mocap head rig, just to put your phone in so that the camera is still. So because if you're going to do this with a webcam or any cam, your mocap is really going to struggle to capture your facial expressions. But if you have a head rig, it's much easier because your phone or the camera will move alongside with your head. So it makes it a lot easier. So I went onto the internet. The cheapest one is from facemotioncapture.com, and that costs $151.34 for a head rig. Now, again, that's optional. You don't need to buy it, but if you're going to do mocap, I highly recommend you do that. Then a video camera to do the mocap, you can just use your phone, so that's not going to cost you anything. And then obviously you're going to need a drawing tablet as well. So I went on Amazon. The best I recommend Wacom, Yuon, I think that's how you pronounce it, and XP Pen. I use XP Pen, but the cheapest option is the Yuon Canvas 13, which is $215.20 on Amazon at the time of recording this video. So that is a drawing tablet, so you can use that for your storyboarding as well as your for sculpting. So if you're going to do modeling or sculpting inside Blender, it's much easier just to use a drawing tablet. So that is a drawing tablet. So that is all your hardware that you're going to need in order to produce your film. Then there's additional expenses. Now this, I don't have prices for this because this is going to depend on choices that you're going to make, how long it's going to take. For example, if you're going to use a cloud PC, if you're going to do a short form of 10 minutes, or you're going to do a full feature form of 90 minutes, you can imagine the usage of your cloud PC that's going to cost, depending on how long your film is. So I can't give you exact prices, but these are things that you need to consider as well. Okay. So again, like I've just mentioned, cloud PC is one thing. You do pay with Vega on cloud PC. You have a monthly fee, but you also use pay per usage. Okay. So the more you work, the more you obviously going to pay, but you can select the PC. Like, for example, what I do, I use the cheapest option to work, to animate. Then I don't pay that much. It's really, I think it's like, it's so cheap. But if I need to render, that normally takes long. I'll just upgrade my computer inside my cloud PC to render a lot faster, so I can save money. And once the render is done, I can set it back to the cheaper option as well. So the cloud PC is something that you also need to consider. That's an additional cost. Then if you're going to do sculpting or modeling, you're going to need PBR textures. So you're going to need to purchase different textures as well for the props and for the clothing and for your characters. So that is something you're going to need to think about as well. Then voiceovers. Okay, so are you going to use family and friends and don't pay anything, or are you going to pay people, maybe go on Fiverr, get people to do it for you? So this, depending on how many characters there are, so I can't give you an exact price of how much this will cost you. It depends on your story, depends on how much you're willing to pay. And then finally, that's basically a sound library. If you want to purchase music, but I did mention artlist.io, where you just pay monthly. But if you don't want to pay monthly, there are options where you just pay for what you want to use. But I honestly don't think this is a good option. I'd rather go for the artlist.io, and then you just cancel your subscription once your project is done. I think it will work you out a lot cheaper. So if we add everything together, to start off, your startup money for all the hardware and software will cost you $465.54. That is less than $500. Then you have everything you need in order to start your animation project. And then monthly, this will include your artlist.io and your cloud PC. That will cost you $17.98 per month. So for less than $500 upfront and less than $20 a month, you have everything to start creating your first animation short film or project. And then obviously you have the additional cost that will go along with it. But that is something you can manage. For example, again, voiceovers, you can decide family or friends or pay. So you can still work out a lot cheaper. So guys, that is basically it. Let me know, can you believe it? Less than $500 startup and $20 a month, and you can actually create your very own 3D animated short form. That is actually very reasonable. It's a lot less than what we initially think. So I can highly recommend or encourage you, don't let funding stand in the way. There's a lot of free softwares available that you can use, and you don't need thousands and thousands of dollars to start your project. You only need $500 and then $20 a month to start your project. So guys, let me know if you are going to start an animation project. Are you excited? Did you think it will cost you this little, or did you think it will cost you a lot more? And hopefully, again, just a reminder, hopefully I will see you inside my movie project. It's a great eye-opener. The feedback I receive from people who joined is absolutely amazing, because they actually see how a film is being made. So I hope to see you there as well. So from me, I will see you guys next week with another video. So God bless and happy animating.